And it's beginning! It is beginning! We have a stranger amongst us! Brother Dan, explain real quickly.
You know what, guys? There would be no Brother Dan if there wasn't for this man right here. He's my dearest friend. We actually went to a Robert Jordan book signing together. He has the street cred. He has the knowledge. Guys, this is Professor Dan.
I am a professor.
Professor Dan.
Hello.
Hello, Professor. Let's open that tavern door.
Biggest tavern door ever.
All right, everybody, welcome. This is so exciting. Brother Dan has our good friend, Professor Dan, and we have two guests waiting in the wings. But let me tell everyone what is happening. Guys, this is Tavern Talk. It is a full spoiler Wheel of Time discussion show where we talk about all things Wheel of Time, the books, the television show, as we all excitedly get ready for the Amazon TV series that is coming. Guys, no crosstalk, please. Oh no, it's already going off the rails. But we are going to start this show off with a discussion about the recent news and recap what we know from Amazon, and then out in the second half we will dive into some book stuff like we like to talk about. And Dan, you ready to bring in our guests?
Yeah, let's do it, Ryan. Oh, yeah, the tavern door's open. The band's playing. Let's bring him in.
All right. Someday we'll be able to show behind the scenes footage. Everybody, we have Master of the Deck and Morgan from Podcast of the Dragon joining us for a fun-filled, amazing Tavern Talk episode. This is, like I said, or didn't say earlier, our first episode of Season 3 of Tavern Talk. Every season...
Yeah!
Yes. And we couldn't think of a better way to kick this off with this amazing crew. We were supposed to have Jess, the Amyrlin study from Valon After Dark. She was unable to make it last minute. She apologizes, and we will get her on as soon as possible because she's Jess.
Yeah.
We'll call it Jess's Revenge when she comes back.
Oh, God.
Nice.
Nice.
All right. So how
Ladies,
are we
hello.
all
It's so good to see you. Yeah, it's good seeing you guys. Thank you for joining us. Yeah, awesome. Thank you guys for joining us. I have a couple little surprises. I have a couple new. You guys both did the 5 quick questions, but I added a couple more on the addendum that I will be asking you in a little bit.
Well, that's exciting. Slightly terrifying.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no, we got to get to know you better.
Excellent. I excel at interviews.
By the way, did you notice how topical?
Questions? I'm great at questions.
Yes. No, and they're highly personal, so don't worry about it.
Oh.
a lot of math.
And we'll get to know Dan better too. Our new Professor Dan, our new first-time reader.
Yeah, baby.
Or I'm not our new guest. You're not a first-time reader.
Not a first-time reader.
All right, so it is Season 3, and we've gotten some amazing announcements between Season 2 and Season 3. We took quite a little extended break, and all hell broke loose. Rafe was on Comic-Con, and he admitted to doing ayahuasca with the writers of the Wheel Time series in the jungles. He said he wanted to go there to get in the mindset of the people who have beliefs in past lives. So they went out to the jungle and they spent time with some shamans. I think that was amazing. We also found out that the series is going to be premiered in November, which is sooner than later, and we're going to talk about how we feel about that. Are we actually ready for this? We have the announcement of the European book covers. We're going to go through them and look at them and discuss them and see how we feel about them, and then we're going to talk about the possible Elaine Tricon casting, this mysterious picture of this redheaded woman hanging out with the cast, who happens to just be an actress of some renown, so we shall discuss. But first, I want to see how everyone... Dan, do you have your questions for our guests before we get into it?
Okay, yeah, we can do it now. So you guys did answer the 5 quick questions, and Dan, I can ask you a couple of the 5 quick questions too, but let's jump into the addendums that I had prepared. And these are fun. I kind of like these. And I remember one of them, and I will remember the second one by the time we get to it. So, hold on. Ryan,
what?
this just in.
Wait, this just... Yeah, exactly.
This just in.
We have another special...
Hey! Oh, shit! Hey,
Robbie!
Hi, Rob!
Look at this clean-cut man! Rob, you look great!
That's the sexiest chef I've ever seen!
I think sexy and chef is like...
Stuff, you've got to keep it on point.
Sexy and chef is redundancies. Every chef who, the weight of the man's stomach is... The weight of the man's heart is through the stomach, right? So Rob is appealing to everybody.
Well, you say sexy.
Rob has all the bases covered.
Look at this motherfucker right next to me. It's like the shades.
Yeah, I'm on vacation, baby.
Wow, I love it.
Going back to Cali.
Out of the pool. Yeah, look at that palm tree. That doesn't happen in Michigan.
That's funny, Dan. You used yourself to dry off, right?
I am water stained. Yeah, yeah. These won't come out. All right, so here are the 2 questions. And Rob, I'm going to throw you in as well. Rob, say hello to my good friend, the Professor Dan. He went to a book sign. We went to a book signing together for Robert Jordan. He does have the cred. He's read the book. He's a handsome specimen, isn't he? So,
apparently he's a doctor of love, right?
He's a doctor of love. All right, so guys. And Dan, I'll start with you. What was the very first world event that you recall as a child?
Probably the Challenger disaster.
Mm-hmm. Did you watch it? Did you watch it on TV?
Yeah,
at school. Yeah. We did too.
Yeah. Yeah. So, the one channel.
That was the only time that we saw a space shuttle live in school too. It wasn't a normal thing, but there was a teacher on board, so we all watched it.
And then
okay.
Pop goes the weasel.
Okay. Morgan, what is the very first world event that you can recall personally?
I remember the eruption of Mount St. Helens, not in the sense of the actual, event, because I was very small. I was, not quite 3, but I have a vague memory of being in my father's arms and the ash falling and everybody wearing masks outside, all the cars being covered in ash, and I remember, the anxiety and everybody talking about it, so it's, vague and impressions and, images, and it was, people talked about it a lot afterwards, so it's one of those things that I remember growing up, really impressed upon it. People talked about that a lot, and then, people talked about the Vietnam War a lot when I was very, very small, because it was just, one of the things that really was impressing itself upon the culture at the time that I was a very small kid.
Mm-hmm. So you remember being in Nam?
Back in Nam, man.
When I was 3, I was back in Nam.
No, but my father was, so it was kind of, it affects everything.
Vicarious, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, so I vaguely remember the eruption of St. Helens. So that was 1980. Yeah.
Yeah, all right. Okay. Good answer. And there are no wrong answers, but this is a way to get to know you guys. It's fun to explore. Kayla, Master of the Deck, what is the first world event that you can personally remember?
The Clinton scandal in '98. Which, was also vaguely mixed in, with the, the CIA releasing the Contra stuff. But obviously, like, the Clinton scandal usurped that in the media. And so, like, I must have been, like, 7 years old at the time.
You're debating what it depends on what you mean by is?
Yeah, what is, yeah.
Right, and so, like, I mean, this was the days before memes, right? It was just people, like, saying shit and, like, seeing things on the news, and so that was at the forefront of, like, news media for quite a long time. And I mean, I was a little kid, I didn't give a shit. I would just, like, go play outside and ride on my bike, but, like, we'd come home from school and my mom would be watching her soaps, and then there would be little news things, and we'd watch Jeopardy, and then there'd be some news, and so it's like, it was just it was Bill Clinton the whole time.
I just have to say, it seems like a giant societal tragedy that there were no memes during the Clinton scandal, because, think of the culture.
Oh my gosh.
Twitter would have... Speaking of Twitter, I have to say, one of my favorite people to follow on Twitter is Monica Lewinsky.
She's great.
That woman is an absolute riot, and she's smart, she's incisive, she's hilarious. I mean, she is the meme queen, like, after the fact about this whole thing.
Yeah, she's great.
After Monica.
So Master of the Deck and I both remember blowjobs.
Yeah. Well,
all right, there we go.
I'm sure it didn't shape your futures in any way, shape, or form, right?
Hey, I mean,
you guys both have a full closet of blue dresses,
right? Because we all know what the next big one was.
Ryan doesn't have a childhood memory. Ryan's going to be like, I don't know, Obama being elected, maybe. I was 21. Rob, what is your very first world event that you can personally recall?
World event that I can personally recall, it's got to be Princess Diana's death.
Yep.
I remember. Waking up to that news with my family, and that's this is quite. Not a morbid conversation, but this is kind of a downer.
My answer is not a downer.
Like, Challenger being blown up, volcanoes blowing up.
Well, yeah.
Presidents causing a scandal. Like, what a conversation.
Fortunately, the east side of the volcano blew up, so that was like the less populated, so it was much less of a tragedy than it could have been. So bright sides, Rob.
This is true. I studied it at school, so I'm aware that basically it blew sideways as opposed to straight.
Yeah, it could have been a shit show if the other side had gone. So, and it's very pretty on clear days.
To emphasize the zeitgeist of the time, I again, that was 97 when Princess Diana died, and I was only very peripherally aware of it, even though, like, there are plenty of Americans that, like, have a hard-on for the British royalty, and Princess Diana is a wonderful person. But here is like my memory of that whole thing. They had the Beanie Baby bear that came out, the memorial Beanie Baby bear for Princess Diana, and it was like this outrageous collector's item. And I think my sister actually got one.
Oh,
nice.
Yeah. So I mean, Beanie Babies were like, I mean, I'm trying to think of, a little bit like the explosion of the Pokemon cards happening at the same time as Beanie Babies in the late 90s, and, like, man, like, you had to, like, carry a knife with you if you were bringing a rare Beanie Baby with you to school, because, somebody was gonna shank you for it.
Well, then it became Pogs and all those weird things. One of my first memories is the 1984 Olympics, which it was in Los Angeles, which was just down the road from us, and so that's not a depressing one, Rob. I remember I had a poster of Edwin Moses, the hurdler. I had a big poster of Edwin Moses on my bedroom wall because and Carl Lewis. Yeah, I like them guys.
Well, hey, you guys are. I mean, like Rob and Master of the Deck aren't old, but the rest of us are. But the '84 Olympics.
I'm old all the time, so I'm still there. You know?
Yeah, you're old enough to feel old, but old enough to have to like strategically or tactically roll over in bed so you don't fuck up your back.
Yeah. That's roll over.
Yeah. That's a sign, is once you've gotten old enough that you have to think before you roll over in bed. So.
Brilliant.
Anyway, but yeah, back in the day, like McDonald's and places used to give out collector's glasses, like actual glass glasses, and I remember the '84 Olympics because there was a McDonald's in Portland that my dad took me into, and we like got the glasses, and I thought it was the coolest
and it had that
ever.
weird bird, that weird eagle with the Abraham Lincoln top hat, but it was a red, white, and blue one.
Yeah.
Sam, yeah.
And I remember I could not get my head around the idea of the Olympics. I thought it was really, really weird. So, Chantonnay remembers the bicentennial. I was born that year.
We saw the torch run by a street. I remember that. What is your major event that you remember, my lad?
Video killed a radio star. MTV's airing a midnight premiere of MTV.
Okay. Who sang that?
I've got a better one I should have come up
with. The Beatles.
The Beatles. No, Rolling Stones. Dale Smith.
Dan, can I have another one? Like, can I answer again?
Yes.
Right, I want to change my answer. The first world event that I remember was Winter Dragon coming out.
Oh, that was You're all Billy fucking saying you're a baby. You're like,
yes, I am.
Oh god.
I need more beer if we're gonna talk about Winter Dragon.
How dare you?
I have another question, Ryan, but I will save it for when it comes to my mind organically instead of me. I have a good one, but I just don't remember. So,
all right, well, yeah, don't just make it up off the top of your head because we're gonna have to ask every guest for all of season 3, so it better be good, Dan.
Okay, all right.
Although we might have to amend that last one. Rob's right; that was kind of a downer.
Okay.
I mean, I have to say, I'm glad we got to go first, so that on future episodes, it's not just like the same things over and over again. I didn't have to get creative, I was able to lead the blowjob.
Yeah, that was.
I think that these are cultural touchstones that we remember, and I guess some of them are downers, but I kind of like this damn question. It puts us in our own time and place, and it's a person. I know you much better now.
I feel like it's only a downer if you're a nice person, because, it's like, so Rob is obviously a nice person. I feel like these events all happened like a long enough time ago that we can all make jokes about it. So.
I love Kev, by the way. Kev, thank you. Yes, Rob, I'm saying things are too dark, and I'm like,
and then he brings up Winter Dragon.
All right, everyone, real quick, guys, let's give a reminder to like and subscribe. Hit the like button on this video if you haven't subscribed. Hit that too. Hit the notification bell, but I never do myself, so I don't hold it against you if you don't.
So, guys, I'll ask Dan a couple of the standard questions as we go, but Dan, part of our 5 quick questions, have you ever seen an actual palace in real life, and where was it?
The closest would be Hearst Castle.
Oh, I've been there. That place is awesome.
Yeah. It's as close to it. I mean, I've been to maybe. Yeah, I've never. Nah, that's Hearst Castle.
Okay.
All right. So wait, you rent cars there, right?
And what's that?
You rent cars there, or
you?
No, it's no. And visit. It was.
No, that's Avis Castle. All right. So here's the second question, Dan. What was your first real concert?
I saw Concrete Blonde at Knott's Berry Farm.
He saw Concrete Blonde and not Bay Farm.
There's some
totally
personal space invasion going on here, Dan. Come
Concrete Blonde?
I know.
That's amazing.
Concrete Blonde. It was a small show. It was at Knott's Berry Farm, but I mean, it might have been Depeche Mode.
Did they sing Joey?
I think it was pre-Joey.
Oh, pre-Joey.
It was a small show, like maybe 50 people, just kind of It was really cool. Yeah, it's cool.
And when you said I scared you, well, I guess you scared me too.
It is this case.
All right. Yeah. No. Damn it. I'm just throwing my puppet in his face like ah.
I'm good.
All right. We'll ask you a couple of the other questions later, but we do know Dan a little bit better. He's getting to be our new best friend. Yeah.
All right.
Did I miss? I didn't miss a song,
amazing.
right?
All right, so let's get into it. We got some news. Boom. Elaine? Not Elaine. This woman, her name is Ciara Coveney.
I've been saying Ciara Coveney in my head.
I think it's Kira. I've got to be honest.
Kiera?
You think it's a hard C?
Yeah.
Is she Irish?
I don't know. I think she's.
Are those Irish eyes?
I
Smiling?
don't know. I was just figuring if she was Irish, it would be a hard C.
Is this bad? I just typed CE into my Google search bar and immediately came up with her entire name. I clearly have said.
Oh, no.
Whoops.
Yeah. What's your OnlyFans account number?
My OnlyFans account number.
All right. So yeah, this woman it was almost accidentally tweeted out she was a part of a kind of a group photo. They seemed to be lounging, having a picnic, having a great time. And I got to admit, every time we see a picture of these people, I'm envious of their joy and camaraderie. They seem to absolutely love each other. But I also got to remind myself that they are professional actors and actresses. And actually, real quick, let's get into it. Actors, actresses, what's appropriate?
Actors.
We have non-binary actors now. What is it?
I think
actor seems very male, though.
I don't think so. I think it's just generally a gender-neutral term that a lot of people use.
All right, thespians. All right, so we have.
Yeah, I say thespians when I'm really trying to be when I'm trying to make sure there's absolutely no gender connotation to it.
Okay, intro. I've never thought about until now.
The talent. They're the talent.
But I also anybody who is non-binary or trans is welcome to disagree with me. I also am kind of with Morgan. I will use actors as the default because when you say actors and actresses, you're very deliberately putting a binary in there as opposed to just using the word actors. And it's it's kind of like the sort of the general saying, oh, you guys. Yes, it's still gendered, and it's also colloquially used to refer to a mixed group of people regardless of gender. So there are layers to this. I mean, I'm a teacher. I'm trying to eliminate, gendered language when I'm referring to my students, as a group. But I'm not going to hang anybody out to dry for just saying the word actors.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I hear you. No, I'm glad. I got a little worried there. I feel like I might have been excluding just by saying actors, but then I was like, well, I'm excluding everyone. Oh no! Ah! All right, so they're hanging out, they're having a picnic, and then all of a sudden it gets deleted, and then the rumors start flying. They go, why is it deleted?
Well, if it got deleted, I would say absolutely she's Elaine. If they hadn't deleted it, but that just seems like a confession.
Why do we jump immediately to Elaine and not Avienda?
Yeah, I thought Avienda too. I mean,
because everyone thinks she looks.
It's not that I disagree. I just think that there's a distinct possibility. They're both, red-haired hotties.
I think because Avienda comes later in the story, it's more logical for it to be Elaine.
This is true. I mean, Rafe did say that we were going to meet an Aiel and not one that we expected.
Nakomi. Damn it.
I'm just stirring the pot.
I like it. I was there oh, come on. Why is it got to be Elaine? Why is
all right, Rob.
Just because she looks like Elaine.
Rob, can you find the actual picnic shot? We need to analyze her leg length. We need to see how long her legs are in the sitting position. Maybe we have a scientist here. He can tell us approximately how tall this woman is through the leg length analysis. But yeah, so I am. I know nothing about her. I'm just objectively great. Yay! I hope she's a good actress.
Well,
actor.
I was just looking up her professional profile, and she's done a few theatre things as well. But listed on her professional profile, skills include singing, and she does skiing as sports and fitness. So, skiing in real time.
There might be a rare skiing scene we haven't seen in the book.
I mean, skiing is some rich people bullshit, so that's right on brand.
Right.
You're right.
Like,
Yeah,
So true.
yeah. When Rand meets them, they're just coming in from the. Yeah. When Rand meets them, they're just coming in from the slopes.
Ski enthusiasts in the chat, please drag me.
I like to think that Elaine has a lift ticket up to Dragon Mount and is just like tearing the gnar on like some like snowboard, and they're like, bloody ashes, you're pregnant. She's like, men said they'd be fine.
Go down the double black diamond.
Yeah, just tearing it up. Helicopter drop.
Just like a cat, she always lands on her feet.
Right, always.
Min said it'd be a good.
Yeah.
You know what? That's how Tarangale died. It wasn't a hunting accident. It was a skiing accident. Got some Sonny and Cher right here.
I guess someone said it could be Tigraine.
Oh, that's not a bad. Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually a really great call. And then Amanda Swan says, I picture Elaine as a strawberry blonde. I kind of thought that,
I mean, you could call that strawberry. I mean, what the hell is strawberry blonde if not just like light red?
It's what strawberry blonde is.
I think this is.
I feel like an old man saying, I think that girl went to school with my sons. Like that. Gosh, they all seem like they're in high school. I look at all the midfielders, I'm like, you guys are all young.
Yeah, she seems pretty young. And that's another thing.
They're babies.
Which is going to be great because we're going to grow up with them.
I've passed the point where like all of the people in shows are like older than me, and now they're all like younger than me. I'm like, damn, fucking robbing the cradle here.
Yeah. Kev's going back to skiing. Skiing comment. I love skiing, but I've been able to afford it once in the last 15 years.
There we go, Kev. I'm not wrong.
I think you might try ice blocking, where you would get like a big ice block and just kind of sit on it and go down like small hills in your neighborhood.
Where does one go to ski in Australia? This shows how much I know about Australian geography.
Sugarloaf? Is that what it's called?
Or do you go to somewhere that is like near to Australia?
You go to New Zealand to ski?
Like New Zealand maybe?
Yeah.
I was just thinking that. I'm like, wait, New Zealand has mountains that have snow on them. The Lord of the Rings was shot there. God, I'm such a fucking stupid American. I'm so sorry.
But there's no ski lift. You have to hike up a mountain. It takes 2 days. You got to take the Hobbit Trail and the dwarves up to the double black diamond.
And there's this old fucker yelling down the
gap. He wouldn't get a helicopter. He was like, fuck helicopters, I'm walking.
I'm going on a walkabout. If we're going to go to skiing, a walkabout.
Boy, it's a billabong.
Alright, so, guys, any more comments on this potential Elaine casting? Are we yay or nay?
Well, I don't watch TV or movies, so I don't even know who she is, but she looks the part, and yeah, I think it's probably Elaine. The Tigraine is, honestly a good guess too, and would make sense because it seems like showing the birth or showing the Aiel War and like flashbacks is a good film. That seems like a good thing to do, but.
Yeah, maybe there's some scene where she's like singing a mournful like Aiel song as she's dying.
But I like the idea of her being Elaine because she has kind of like a sweet-natured face, and I feel like, my personal, the vision or what I get of Elaine when I read is somebody who is, well-intentioned, accidentally says stupid things because she has such a skewed worldview from everybody else, but really good-hearted and empathetic, and just generally someone who needs several years to grow up. But she just has the expression of someone who could be very sweet-natured and kind of naive, but generally well-meaning, and has a lot of room for growth. So it seems like she could definitely embody that character.
Yeah, I agree. Elaine is sheltered and bougie, but is aware that she is sheltered and bougie.
Oh yeah, and well-meaning and so empathetic, and just wants to help everyone, feels responsible for everyone. And she's a dumbass, but everybody's a dumbass in the Wheel of Time. So it's just, there's no one who is not a dumbass.
Hear, hear.
The Wheel of Time, where everybody is stupid. Amyrlin. I have to say,
I was gonna tell you guys something, but I was afraid you were gonna laugh at me, so I just won't.
Hey, Dan, I wish I knew how to talk to these ladies like you do.
Come on, you're the one with the moves, my man.
Hey,
like Ryan.
When Robert Jordan got asked to describe the Wheel of Time in 6 words, that's what you should do with your guests, is be like, describe it in 6 words. That's always like a fun thing to do with people.
All right, go.
Yes.
I've already done that in an episode, though.
Well, give us a nice example.
Oh, so
forward.
My description of the Wheel of Time is fuck up, trauma ensues. So that's mine.
Fuck up, trauma ensues. That's 5. Oh, if
fuck ups.
No, that's it.
I think fuck ups is 1 word.
I think fuck ups is 2 words. It's just a hyphen. But hey,
that's 1 word. Sorry.
Hey, so what? So Jordan got asked to do 6 words and only said 5, so you're allowed to say 5.
No more than 6. You can say no more than 6.
Yeah, no more than 6 words.
No more.
All right, Kayla,
wait, what did he say? Real quick, I'm sorry, what did Jordan say again?
Cultures clash, worlds change, cope.
Cope.
Nice.
Deal. All right, what would you say, Master of the Deck, if someone asked you for 6 words to describe this 14-book series?
I need time for this. You can't just put that on me right now.
Yeah, it's hard.
Under 6 words.
So,
Jane was something like, right in her back pocket. Come on.
That's fair. That's a fair criticism.
This deck is stacked.
Hey, I'm not a master of this deck.
So, I have managed, do you know what, trying to find the picture that Priyanka posted and then got taken down. No one's posted it anywhere. Do you think I can find it? No. So what I've done is I've screenshotted it from John from What Up's video. So I have it here.
Beautiful.
And I hate to break the news, but she does not have her legs just straight out. She's got she's bent her legs to sit down, as we can see here.
Wait. Let's look at this though. That thigh leg. Look, compared to her hand, that's almost like 3 hand thigh lengths. Like, I think she may be pretty tall. She's definitely got longer leg than the.
Who are we seeing here?
If you look at the Wheel of Time companion, he lists the heights for most of the main people, and Avienda and Elaine are actually the same height.
About 5'10" or so?
5'9".
What?
5'9".
Nice. Okay. All right, let's go back to that picture real quick. Who are we looking at here? We have Loyal on the right.
Yeah, who are these?
And I think right in front of us is Swan Sanche, correct?
No, that's Nynaeve.
That's Nynaeve. Is Swan to the left of her in the tank top?
That's Egwene.
That's Egwene.
Swan in the middle.
I don't know.
Why does anybody want to eat with Swan?
There is no Swan in this picture.
Because she's an asshole.
All right. So
there is no Swan, right?
So who's putting money on Loyal getting down with whoever that woman is right there?
Come on. She's one of the crew members.
She's lying in his lap.
That's pretty intimate, yeah.
I don't know who that is, though.
Like
Look, maybe she likes monster factory.
Yeah.
Okay, so you know.
It says that she's Sybil Ameti. I don't know who that.
She works. She's one of the crew members.
Okay, yeah. Well,
I don't know what she does, but I know I've heard people talking about. Oh,
she's a strong grip.
Went through all the actors.
Fuck, I'm a
She's
genius.
the supple. She's the velvet grip.
She's a gaffer.
She knows how to stroke ears. That's what you're saying.
Tavern.
Morgan's struggling to keep a straight face right now.
She's a strong grip. All right, so it's time for a new segment in the Tavern Talk, where we talk about book covers. Guys, get ready. This new segment is sweeping the nation. Oh yeah, let's get into it.
Oh, is this where I talk about ear stroking?
Huh? Orbit from UK has put out some brand new book covers, and let's go through them one at a time and let's talk about them. I personally love these. I almost universally love all of them. I think one or two are just mailing it in, but I think this is a great step up from the comical caricatures we have of the original book covers, and then the simplified.
I like that. The Mountains of Mist.
Yeah, so what are we seeing here? You think we're seeing the Mountains of Mist, Dan? Do you think we're
I
would say.
Yeah, and they're ravens and stuff.
And there's Kinslayer's dagger up there.
No, Kinslayer's dagger's on the opposite side of the continent. I would say that's the Mountains of Mist, and it's supposed to be like a river, and then lots of birds. It's pretty.
Yeah, this would be perfectly at home on like the Walmart bookshelves that you walk by and don't buy anything from.
That's totally
not to cast aspersions, but it has that aesthetic.
That's totally what I bought my Wheel of Time books off of. The first few that I bought. Actually, it was Fred Meyer, which is like Kroger over here. But yeah, basically, do they even sell books at Walmart? Yeah, they do.
There's like a single shelf, like a long shelf of them, like by where they have like the electronics and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, and it's usually like right next to, in between like the toy aisle and the electronics aisle. I don't know. It's been a minute since I've been to a Walmart. Yeah,
no, you're right. They do. So yeah, I feel like if you put a woolly mammoth in it, you could like pass it off as Clan of the Cave Bear.
Yes.
Clan of the Cave Bear, exactly.
Yes.
Well, I think this is beautiful, but to your point, Morgan and Kayla, I do not think that this necessarily pulls you in to the story. It is more oblique.
Neutral.
Yeah. What do you think, Dan?
I think it's neutral. I mean, like you said, if you took out the title, it could be any book. Clan of the Cave Bear. It could be Call of the Wild.
Right.
So it's it's neutral. I think that's a good description.
Any Jack London story?
Yeah. I do like. I mean, it's aesthetically pretty, but yeah, like you said, it doesn't really pull you in. Maybe if you had a group of people kind of walking off on a journey or something, maybe that would be more. I don't know.
Right. Now,
I mean, there's no Nicolas Cage in the new one. I have to say, no Nicolas Cage on a horse.
No, there's no Nicolas Cage in any of them, and that was my joke on Twitter. But like,
I don't always love how Lan is gigantic.
Yeah,
Lan is gigantic.
I have.
I mean, Moraine is small.
Yeah, Lan is huge right there.
What were you saying, Rob?
Okay.
Lan,
I have.
You imagine Lan riding that horse?
Wait, hold on. Rob's talking.
I have these book covers already.
The Orbit ones?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, but not in the way I intended. I did not expect what happened to happen, and I will show you because.
Did you do some drunk Amazon orders?
No, I absolutely did not do that. 1 second.
That's a very convincing denial, Rob.
I know. I guarantee you, I did not. So. I'm a sucker. I have the books physically, I have the books on Audible, and I have the books digitally. And I, the other day, went to look up something when I was recording, and where is it gone? There it is. And when I went to Google Play Books on my computer to look at the book I needed to look at, come on, load up. It's being slow. 1 second.
All right.
This happens. All of my books have been replaced with the Orbit covers.
Oh, they pulled the old bait and switch, bro. They merged Keep.
Yeah, so I have all of them there, just every single one, including the World of Robert Jordan's book. Yeah, it's mad.
Yeah. So you don't even have the option.
I didn't even have the option. I was like, I couldn't keep the old covers.
That's sad.
Were they these
I don't like
ones?
that.
Were they these ones?
No,
before?
I had when I first started buying the books, like 20 odd years ago. I had there were the dark covers that was very minimalistic. It was basically just like, you know, the logo and, you know, the title, and that's kind of it, on a black cover. I had as ebooks the light version of those, so really minimalistic. I love the minimalistic covers. But yeah, apparently the ebooks will just be always up to date with whatever the latest cover is that they're releasing. So I now have all the Orbit book covers, ladies and gents, through no choice.
All right, so clearly I am in the minority. Everyone agrees that these are bland and boring titles.
I didn't say that. I didn't say they're bland and boring. I haven't really looked at them because I intended to rate them at some point and just hadn't got around to doing it. So.
They are okay, not ugly. It's by the cards and gift wrapping. They're pretty, but too
I don't think that they're. I think that what they're doing with these books, especially as the show's going to come out, they're trying to reach a new target audience, at least, you know, to get, even if they just buy like the first book, totally works, totally understand it. In my opinion, there's a certain like aesthetic to what the Daryl K. Sweet covers were, where it's like, it's what it says on the tin. Like, I see that kind of cover and I'm like, I know that's my sword and sorcery right here. This is what I want. That's what I'm here for. And maybe in the same vein, someone sees a cover like that and they're like, fuck this, I don't want to read this bullshit.
Well, yeah,
but maybe you pick up The Eye of the World by Robert Jordan with the mountains and the birds and the little swirly symbol, and they think, oh, this could be interesting. It removes an element of bias.
So,
I had a friend trying to get me to read Eye of the World for many, many moons, and I kept laughing at the cover. I'm like, I'm not reading this fucking crap. And then he convinced me eventually, but I probably would have jumped on it a little bit sooner because I feel like something about that new cover. If it was that cover we're looking at, I probably would have read it faster because I was really, really turned off. Maybe I don't like it as much as I just hate this. So this is just better than this to me, is how I'm looking at these books.
So
yeah, man, yeah. Go ahead.
So I got into the Wheel of Time because it was one of the most disappointing Christmas gifts I ever got. And my mother handed me.
I love that story. It's so the day after Christmas in '92, I got told that she's like, I forgot to give you a Christmas present, and I thought that she had kept my Nintendo an extra day, so it would be the most amazing surprise ever. And instead, she handed me that fucking book with the cheesy title. It wasn't even wrapped, and I was just like, what the fuck is this? And I thought, you know, I looked at it and I was like, this is some Tolkien wannabe bullshit, and I went upstairs and I threw it on my nightstand for a year because I was just like, I was so disappointed. But I think I would have probably been just as disappointed with the other covers. I don't know, maybe I wouldn't have been quite as disappointed. I felt really let down. But I really wanted that Nintendo, so, you know, it was just kind of like
that. Ryan, that cover could very well be the cover of any given religious book as well.
Oh yeah, no, a self-help book, like a self-actualization book.
Yeah.
So I think the ones. Oh, go ahead, Rob.
No, you go, Bob.
Oh, the ones that you have, Dan, the ones where on the Eye of the World, Rand is in the ship's nest, and where in the Dragon Reborn he's got his food and everything. I think those ones are great. I think those are by far the best. So that's
and the size is perfect. The size is perfect especially for what we do here. The size is ideal. The little books are just a little too small. If we're trying to do a show and I'm trying to read along and I have
so you're saying that size does matter.
Dan's a size
queen. Size matters, yeah. I need a good 8 or 9 inch book. Hey, baby.
All right, so.
Oh, did we just?
Let me just. All right, moving on. Here we have the Great Hunt. This is more of a painting, it looks like. Kind of a different.
Morgan, please don't die on the.
I think they phoned this one in.
Forest?
This is like they took one painting and zoomed in on the forest area of a painting and just cut it out. I feel like they phoned it in on this one.
Yeah, this seems a little bit stock photo-y to me. Like, it's aesthetically, like, I like the colors. I would get like a wall hanging of this.
Actually, it looks like it's been painted.
It's pretty, but they need to put something in it. Like, what would be perfect here is to like give some, because the Great Hunt has this kind of gloomy and desperate feel because it's from the point of view of a gloomy and desperate Rand. So having like a sad-looking Rand, like crouched at the base of a tree or something like that.
Brent Weber coming in strong. Bonus points to Brent Weber.
But yeah,
that actually, this would have been a perfect place for like a Rand with a dragon banner.
Yeah, sitting there holding it in his hands, looking just miserable and upset, Maybe his friends like pushing.
It's like, I imagine maybe they had to came up with these covers before they casted, it's like they wanted to come out, if they actually knew who Rand was going to be and what
you don't
his
have to
aesthetic
see
was
his
going
face.
to be.
Seriously, just like a small.
Right.
You don't have to see the banner. It can just be like mystery cloth or whatever. But just like the expression of the person of just desperation and misery and loneliness and all the kind of stuff that you get from Rand in the Great Hunt, and you could do the same thing on the first book. Is just the sense of like leaving, and they need to look sad. They don't look sad enough.
Right, the Wheel of Time is sadness.
It's sadness
That's
with
6
humor.
words. That's 6 words. There we go.
Yes.
There you go.
Time is sadness.
No, come on. No more. No. More suited to you, Master of the Deck.
That's 5.
The Wheel of Time is trauma.
It's pain. Oh, trauma. There we go.
Oh no. But that's the wheel. The Wheel of Time. Oh yeah, you're right.
Good math. Math is fun.
If you don't have if you're just Wheel of Time is joyful sadness, because there's a lot of humor in it too.
Wheel of Time, joyful trauma. Yeah.
Joyful trauma.
Pervy sadness. All right.
Sadness with spankings.
Sad and horny.
Wheel of Time. Just don't say Wheel of Time. Just be like sad
spankings.
Sad spanking. Horny trauma.
Ryan.
Horny trauma.
Ryan, do you have the other Great Hunt? Do you have any of the Daryl Sweet covers for the Great Hunt? Okay.
It's okay.
Yeah, that's all right.
All right.
Which one do you want? I'll go find it for you. Sorry. Great Hunt.
I have to say, recently someone...
Your OG covers.
Yeah, I'll go find it.
Go ahead.
All right. Go ahead, Kayla.
Oh, I was just going to say, someone recently on my Discord server said something, and I had to pin it because it was so perfect. And she said, these books are actually hilarious when you read between all the pain.
They are.
And I was like, that's it. That's
most
the
of
real
it
time.
self-inflicted.
Yeah, you take away all the trauma, and it's like a Three's Company episode.
Or it's like an after-school special. Does he
Like
like
dumb
me?
kids and dumber adults. Shenanigans.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll just kind of breeze through these. I think this is really well balanced. I like this. I like this kind of thematically and graphically. I think this is well put together. Again,
Is that Yosemite?
So Ben is right. It does look like book 1, but they're in the mountains of mist at the beginning of book 3 as well. So it's almost like somebody just like walked across the valley and took a picture from a different angle or something.
All right.
Yeah, they're up there.
No, they're just more on the mountain. So yeah, here they are, and then they travel
they walk.
like
They're where the birds
In it.
and now they're in the mountain.
Yeah.
Oh,
okay,
it's a journey. They're walking. They're walking through the forest. Now they're on the other side of the mountain.
Yeah, they got it up on top of the mountain now, and now they're like, okay, yeah.
Are they going skiing?
They might be getting ready to ski. All right, so book 4.
So hold on, are we assuming that these are starting where the books are starting? This is kind of so I can see for the Eye of the World. It starts with the Mountains of Mist, and where the wind rose. So is this the wind rising every time?
Maybe then the second one is that their idea of the blight. It looks a little too nice.
No,
to me.
I think that's probably either the steading or somewhere in Kinslayer's dagger, just where Rand is while they're searching for the horn.
Yeah,
and it's definitely not the beginning of book 4 because they don't go to the waste until several chapters in.
That can't be the steading. The steading's got to be super colorful and like flowers everywhere, like the most amazing.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be the steading, but they are like out sleeping rough for a good portion of the book, so it could be just whatever generic Kyrian in forest, Shiner in forest.
This could be like where Perrin and them are just camping out.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
There we go.
So the wind rises in book 4. Where's the wind start from?
It starts from Valon or over the Caroline Grass. This is in the middle of the book once they get to the waste.
Okay, yeah. So it's not the start of the book, Stan. It's just maybe a theme they're looking at. So this looks like a
the color
Dune.
scheme here. Yeah, fits with the title.
Yeah, I mean, come on, look, you've just got a bit of light around where it says the shadow rising, the rest is darkness. At the top, the top half of the book is all darkness.
Yeah.
Shadow rising to the top, thematically it kind of fits, doesn't it?
I think it's a stunning, again.
I like this one.
I like this one a lot.
I have to say, I having looked at them closer just right now, I'm looking forward to the 6th book. Is the cover of that is something, I don't know. But anyway.
All right, here we go. We'll
Getting
get
ahead.
to it. Fires of Heaven, phoning this one in. This is hello. I feel like they phoned this one in. This looks cheap.
It's a door.
And pixelated. I don't. It's just
what? And it's like a rand. Like what door?
Yeah, what
door?
Is
What?
this?
It's definitely not the redstone door.
No.
Yeah, like it's vaguely historical romance. Like if it had a different title, I guess, or like if it had like R. Jordan as the author.
Basically,
I mean, it's a cool doorway. Just
for short fuckers.
For a doorway, it looks cool.
If you're tall like
is
me,
the theme is the theme the more vague and minimalistically medieval, the better?
Hey, I don't know. I thought it would at least be relevant. Does anybody in chat have any idea what this door is?
Maybe it's supposed to be much more like metaphorical because the Fires of Heaven is a transitional book and very much a before and after for Rand. So it's like through the door where it was shitty before, but it's really shitty after.
Yeah, I like that.
I'm still standing firm. No one's giving me direct hate, but they're all disagreeing with me. No one likes this shit.
Yeah, I think this is a terrible cover.
Good, man.
No, I know.
I don't think it's a terrible cover in terms of the book.
This
is a terrible cover.
Yeah, this is the one of like the 3 or 4 I thought they were just phoned in. Let's move on.
This one, there's something about this one that really draws me in.
I like this one a lot too.
This is my favorite of the group so far.
I don't know what it is, but it
looks like a dead tree.
Root thing. It's vaguely tentacly.
It looks like a tree.
Snakes you would those snakes you would burn in 4th of July.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks a little bit like.
It looks like a tree branch or something, but it gives the whole impression of both like the world dying and drying up. It looks like that's like a riverbed basically, but it's drying up. The leaves are off the tree because it's supposed to be winter, and then like smoke. And that sky basically looks like what it looked like last September here.
I mean,
yes.
Yeah, I'm just seeing this as.
This is like a traditional summer sky now in the Pacific Northwest.
Oh, yeah! Red Summers! Red Summers sky.
And I was about to say, this makes me think of Thakandar or something like that, like somewhere in the Blights. And so the Pacific Northwest is Thakandar basically now? Is that what we're saying?
Not supposed to be.
No, not supposed to be.
It's supposed to be the shit.
But this shit isn't supposed to be happening here either, so the whole thing looks like this is wrong. It's not supposed to be like this. Yeah, I think it's a great cover.
Prophetic. Alright, moving on.
Yeah.
Crown of Swords.
Okay, I dig it. That one's good.
Loving it. Loving it.
Crumbling rock. It looks a little Stonehenge-y in the background. I'm not gonna lie.
It's supposed to be Shatter Logos.
But for graphically though, like there's so many subtleties to how they're doing this. Like this little yellow emanating from the left is informing the font, is informing the choice of color for the logo. So many of these logos are really well done in how they fit in the actual. Every one of them changes colors so nicely.
Right.
I think it's really cool.
Yeah, it's a very nice aesthetic. I'm a big fan of gray, like as a color, and gray like themes in general, and rock and stone slate. So this and the little highlights of yellow. I mean, from a purely aesthetic point of view, this is spot. It might be my favorite one so far.
And gray and yellow is one of my favorite color combos also.
It's really good, and it also makes sense because I always, had found, I don't know, I guess maybe not super disbelieving of how well Shatter Logos held together, because I suppose there are plenty of ruins around that are 2,000 years old on Earth that are still fairly intact, but considering how old the city was, the fact that everything was so intact seemed a little hard to believe. So the fact that it's awfully crumbly and run down seems more realistic. So I like it.
This gives me a Lord of the Rings vibe more than the other ones. This one seems like they're on the way to Mordor.
The Mordor, yeah.
Which I would prefer against.
Oh, good. Hot take. All right, let's move on. I like this one. I like
that one.
We got a crow up here, top right. We got the light blue emblem, the lighter blue script on here.
What castle is this?
It's not. It's.
What castle hits the sea? Wait. No. Is this the fuck? There is the opening scene. The wind comes in from the ocean, goes up a tall dark tower and enters into right. Didn't we see this?
No, the wind rises in Ibudar in the first book as they're in book 8 as they're leaving Ibudar to travel to go use the Bowl of the Winds. But they're inside the Terrace Palace. This castle, there's nowhere it would be because the Stone of Tyr isn't on the ocean. That's the only thing I could think was that it would be representative of the stone. But the Aran is a really big river and would be in a delta at the point that it's at the city of Tyr, so it wouldn't be as rough as that river.
That's what Wolf Brother just said. Is this Tyr?
I don't think so. Or not.
I mean, I'm going to be honest. The Path of Daggers is the first of that section of books where if you asked me to tell you one thing that definitely happened in this book, I would not be able to fucking tell you.
Yeah, I can't either.
Because I'm not Morgan.
Could this just be?
Yeah, I was thinking, could this have something to do with the Shan-Chan? Because I know, at that point, there's this sort of, we're not totally sure what's going on there. Barrelane's house may end.
Yeah,
I don't know. Is Barrelane in this book? I'm such a bad time fan, you guys.
No, you.
Yeah, but she's with Perrin out in Altara,
that doesn't make
looking for the Prophet and Path of Daggers.
Do we ever go kick it in our castle?
No, only in the last book where they're using it as a hospital.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this just this whole thing here either is supposed to have the impression of a sea and with the portcullis is odd to me and it's almost like a moat, but to a Wheel of Time fan, this doesn't tell me anything, especially not about the Path of Daggers in particular.
Honestly, for medieval architecture, this castle doesn't make any sense because it's just kind of with this portcullis and stuff like that. You could not, the way this water is, you couldn't anchor a boat or anything there. So
I know. Unless it's really low tide.
Is it flooding? Is this global warming?
I don't know, but those waves or whatever seem like there's no way you could get a boat up against that without being dashed up on it.
Now, to be honest, Dan, if remember Dark Souls, This is that one castle where you would go out to this random door, and you would enter this area. You'd have the chance to you meet an NPC, and it's just like a doorway to an opening, and out there is the ocean, and it had no other reason just for the guy to stand there and for you to talk to him. I think they took it out of Dark Souls.
So someone's on top, like worshiping the sun up there.
Yes, exactly. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah, that guy. No, but yeah, this whole gate opens up to nothing. You're just like, what is this? It's just a platform. What are you gonna like yell to the ocean? Anyways,
well, maybe it's supposed to be at the end of the book 8. The part of the palace in Kyrian gets blown up. The Rogue Ashaman attack Rand. So maybe that's kind of what it's supposed to be representative of. And they're just taking, artistic license and decide to, put the castle along the Algueñas instead of on top of the hill in Kyrian. But
this, assuming that these covers were chosen with anything to fucking do with the book,
or maybe they just phoned this shit. And I know. All right, so
I gotta say go back real fast, Ryan. Go back real fast, Ryan.
Oh.
So look at the on the sides of the doors. That thing looks like it'd be pretty easy to climb. That's didn't Rocky run up steps kind of like that? Why would you have steps going up to your top level there? Are you seeing what I'm seeing?
I don't think there's steps. I think it's like
Incan.
Well, it seems easy to climb up.
Well, that's why they have archers up there to shoot you, because you're totally exposed, along the crenellations.
Mm-hmm.
Is it like a shattered bridge or something?
No, that's where they pour the oil.
Why would you have it there to defend?
They pour the hot oil down on those things. I think it's poor design. All right. Moving on. Winter's Heart. Look at I rode the Matterhorn when I was a kid at Disneyland.
Yeah, it's very wintry.
Yeah, wintry. There's Mount always with the crows. They seem to really hitting the crow metaphor hard on the crows. All right, moving.
Have there been ravens in every book cover, Ryan? You've mentioned them a few times. I don't know if they've been in every one, but that would be. I wouldn't be surprised if that's kind of a recurring thing.
They're not in this one. So.
Look hard. Oh, I see one.
Where's Waldo? All right, so. I do like how the Wheel of Time is blended. It's I think the first way they kind of made the Wheel of Time have, right? It's not a solid color.
I agree. I was gonna say it looks frosty. Yeah. And it really kind of gives this impression of cold. I think it's good.
I think that it looks a lot better than the Daryl K. Sweet version.
Hey, I agree.
Oh yeah.
It looks like you should see Elaine skiing on down there.
Yes!
My twins
if you look closely.
Galad is just ahead of her, chopping down trees to make sure they don't harm her.
The birds have been disturbed because she kind of ski jumped off and is doing her little. All the birds burst up.
She's plowing.
Hi, Charmy!
All right,
This looks like the front of book 2.
Yeah, this is book 2,
yes,
but
it does, very much.
At Twilight.
Phoning it in. Yeah, this
4 hours
not into
later.
this at all.
This whole aesthetic here reminds me of the opening sequence of Are You Afraid of the Dark from Nickelodeon.
Okay. I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, you know what? Of course you don't, because I'm dating myself right now, so.
Yeah.
Hey, and if you if you look at the spokes of the Wheel of Time, they look kind of like a Sharagon or like one of them ninja stars that you could buy.
Ooh, like in Kroll. Remember the movie Kroll?
Yeah, that's a fucking total Kroll.
That's a good point. I didn't notice that. That looks more pointed and razor-like.
Have they all been like that?
Let's go back. Yeah. Yes, they have.
So we got that's total Kroll. That's super Kroll right there.
Or those are the finger knives that are the things that the Aiel women, the bucklers that they carry in their right. They have 2 or 3 in their hands at any time. Anyways.
Swordbreaker?
I think it's just how they made the wheels.
Spears?
Spears.
Everything
I don't
matters!
know. It kind of looks
Yeah,
like
I
a
don't-
ninja star.
It only has 6
Or-
bows.
Yeah, don't
like-
Occam's razor this. That's not good entertainment. Alright. Alright, so moving on. Knife of Dreams. Fuck,
What the
boring
fuck, dude?
Shit. Alright, now I'm getting pissed. I
Wow.
didn't really...
How many mountains are we gonna do?
Alright, so we're on book 11,
Mountains
and
are
there's been
trees.
4 very weak
There's
ones, and I
mountains
give this
there.
another week. This is weak sauce. Alright,
Yeah,
book 12.
what? Like 70%, more than that. Like
Yeah.
what? Like 80% of this is just
Yeah.
weird blue,
Just
Seriously.
nothing. Just
and
nothing.
then
Just-
mountains.
We have like a woolly mammoth. That's
Just
no.
nothing.
This suggests nothing and doesn't encourage you to buy anything.
Alright,
It's
so...
just a
Like a self-help book.
No, so this is
I
the
like
worst...
that. All right.
I do point out though, as a graphically, like it is nice that they ride around the Wheel of Time behind it. It's like lighter, and then the blue gets richer and darker as it moves away from the script up here to the top. That is a very subtle little graphical change. If you compare these to, like, let's say the Game of Thrones actual books, which were just solid colors with those stupid little like whatevers on each in the middle of each one of those. At least there's a little bit of effort in trying to create something. But man,
So
this has nothing
Ryan,
to do with the
pick that
books.
up. Which one do you prefer, this or this?
Well,
I have the. You
Well-
mean this one?
but this is Knife of Dreams.
Where's the other one?
Knife of Dreams?
Where's the one that's the fucking?
No, that's horrible. No, yeah, this is horrifying. These are the
Well,
worst.
yeah,
That's
you
like
have
I'd rather
Little
read
Bashir
this.
and
Yes, I would rather read this than that. I don't want to be seen in public with that. I was at bookstore, I was at coffee shops covering, like hiding the cover of the books I was reading because they were so embarrassing. I'd hide them behind like Russian authors and shit.
Okay,
I was like, nope.
but this one is really awesome.
All right, let's see.
So that. Yeah.
That is awesome.
This one's great.
All right, well, yeah, I know. I know you're right. There's more people buying those now than the original books.
That looks like
The-
Loki.
So
the
that
only
is
thing I don't like about this one is because they gave Semiraj this weird floaty scarf. It almost looks like she's like a lefty with really long weird arms, and she threw this crazy
Wait, let me go
curveball.
back. Okay,
yeah, like especially in small form like that, it's just sort of
Yeah.
a weird tentacly, like like.
Yeah, it looks like she's
I don't
got
know
these
what's
weird like
happening.
alien arms. But
Right,
if
they're like
I
scyther.
know. What's her
fucking
hands? Are like
Pokemon.
hooks?
no, her hands are actually like.
They're like my
It's like
hair.
sticking straight out. So her hand sticks straight out, and
What
then
is this hook thing that's going like?
it's a scarf. It's just a scarf. That,
Dumb. All right.
yeah, and it is really confusing because it's such a small angle. I was like, what the fuck did they do with her? She looks like some weird like
Yeah.
alien thing, but yeah,
Is that a scarf or a? No, just kidding. All
a
right,
sash.
So we're moving on.
They're
okay,
T-Rex
so-
arms.
Hey, maybe next time we will go
T-Rex
through. Yeah, that is. No, to be honest, that's probably a
T-Rex
more. Oh God. All right. So it's probably a more apt discussion to compare these covers to the more recent covers, but I've never owned those covers. I've only seen them on like computer screens. So for me, it's always been everything gets compared to the original book covers. So you're right. Like those what was that, the second edition? I don't know.
have no idea.
Yeah.
It's
But those are
The ebooks, I think everyone is pretty much convinced that those are the best covers. So for them to come out with this stuff now, it's like, you didn't even try.
Yeah, and
Whoa.
we got 2 more, and then we're gonna take a break, guys. This has been super fun.
All right.
I hope everyone's been enjoying themselves. Let's talk about this.
Right,
Stars
good-
of Midnight.
good job.
I am into this. Thank you, Dan. This
Okay.
took a long time to prepare. Thanks.
but
I
Yeah,
am totally
well done.
into this. Totes
I-
loving this one.
feel like you did this whole point of like we want to do this generic thing that doesn't scream out fantasy, and then we're gonna do this cover with a whole bunch of towers on it that screams out fantasy.
No, yeah, there's no rhyme or reason.
Again,
Or-
I'm into it. Like the
I like
gray,
it.
dark
It looks
gray
great.
color scheme, the mist. The Broken Towers. I like it. Good.
I like it a lot better than the Daryl K. Sweet one. It's really, yeah.
It has a stone.
So we
Like,
do
those
see
could
this.
be the Towers of Midnight.
We do see this as being Malkier,
No, the
or
Towers
the
of
Broken
Midnight.
Towers.
The Towers
They're
of
in Shanghai,
Midnight
aren't they?
were randomly this place in Shanshan that like the story starts out talking about, and then we never really hear about it again. It was very
Yeah.
random.
It's just like it is
Oh,
very random.
I didn't know.
But
they
I
were-
remembered it,
Are
and
they-
I'm proud of myself for that.
Are
They
they
named
are
the
they
book after
Broken Towers?
a non sequitur.
Are they Broken Towers?
I
I
don't
think those
know.
are functional.
I mean,
I think I see.
Yeah.
I see.
Feels like
oh,
the
that's
Towers of Midnight were maybe
look
like
functional.
some sort of like war-ish situation happening.
I don't know. The one in front
know.
looks like it's see-through.
It's
Yeah.
a ghost tower.
It looks like it's a ghost
It's
tower.
Mashin? No, wait, no, that's Mashadar. Mashadar.
No, so no, Dan.
Ghost
I
tower
think if you look at the
permission.
tops of
Bye-bye.
it, they all look
Roger,
intact.
Roger.
Just because we're not seeing a bunch of people move around like lemmings, like doing like
I
chores.
want some butts.
All right, we're moving on. And Memory of Light, and I kind of like this one, but I don't want to like it because I don't know.
We didn't do the
I
Gathering
liked- I
Storm,
liked it.
did we?
What? Oh, no,
Oh yeah, we did. Okay, yeah, that one.
No,
sucked.
actually, no. I briefly. Yeah, this is one I thought they phoned in.
Okay,
Also, what the fuck?
That sucks.
This
But
yeah, this one is about an orca, right?
but
Is...
the
In the Pacific
original
Northwest.
the original is terrible,
Puget Sound.
and the ebook isn't
It was
much
so
better.
bad.
But this looks like it needs a like shirtless pirate on it, and it
I
would
was
be
gonna say, this would make me think this was a book about ships and pirates, and I would have
Absolutely.
felt like I was lied to.
yeah.
So the
Not that I
the
know what
Gathering
the original
Storm.
was telling me, because at that point I was just invested and I didn't even care.
Yeah.
Because I was an audiobook listener anyway, I didn't have to look at that shit every time I opened it. But
yeah, no, the Gathering Storm
Yeah,
is basically
original-
a tropical depress.
The original for this book was Rand yelling outside of
Horrible.
the hut,
It's really
right?
bad.
oh yeah, it was
He's
like,
like,
the arm up and
Yeah,
somebody with
okay.
a hacienda or somebody in the background looking all
And-
like, what the fuck?
Going,
bro?
oh,
This one isn't like the greatest.
I love everyone. I love. We're getting multimedia.
I do
That
like
is
those
good.
ones.
Not into this. What is this? What is this? Not into it.
This is Egwene protecting the tower, zapping the Shanshan, but that one's fucking
Yeah.
horrible.
No.
Yeah.
Why Ayana? To the moon, Alice.
Oh wait. The
Nicolas
the
Cage!
part, in my opinion, is
What
this.
the fuck is Avienda
What's happening
wearing?
with Avienda? Like,
That-
girl, you
Oh.
pissed me out.
Just all out. All
God,
out.
you
That's
know we're
talk about a
good.
low cut bodice.
Ooh.
That's the lowest of cuts.
Avienda's tree.
Bonk, chicka, wow, wow. Avienda.
Jordan has come.
Ryan, well done. That was,
Okay,
that was
the
a good,
Towers
that
of
was a good,
Midnight.
fucking thing.
Oh. All right, here we go. Towers of Midnight.
That is badass. That
really
is
like that
Aaron
one.
Fortune Mahunyar or whatever it's called.
All right, go. Let's go
Bahunia?
sidesies. All right. Ooh.
No comparison.
No. Well, I mean, but again,
No
though, if
comparison.
no, wait. How about this? Which of these covers would make more people purchase it?
The
And again, we
compare
are
one.
right now. We are not trying to save
Yes.
the fandom. We are not trying to keep everything pure. We want this to be a smashing fucking success, and we all want to
Jack,
ride the wave of
you're
this
also
and
looking
have a
at
great
that.
time. And we want to make sure that this goes all 8 seasons and it ends with the most amazing ending, and we're all super satisfied. It all ties in, and I think selling out a little bit to get a fucking cover is fine.
Selling out.
Fine. Everyone, shut up and let's move on. Just kidding.
It's just
So, does that mean we're on to A Memory of Light?
Okay, all right, and Memory of Light. Last but not least, the first of the reds. First,
I like it.
I like it.
I like it.
I think
There's the sun
it's.
coming out from
yeah.
behind the mountain.
I don't like it actually. Now that I think about it, I don't like it. I mean, it's red because it's.
I don't
there's-
hate it.
I mean, so the other one is like Owen Wilson voguing in the mouth of the pit of doom, but I kind of dig it.
All right, bring it up.
Owen Wilson.
It looks like Owen
Let's
Wilson.
go side by side. Bring it over. All right, yes. No,
It's so hard to do this. I have to do it backwards. I'm not mirrored. There we go.
Strike a pose. Yeah,
All right, so I actually have an impersonation that Owen Wilson has ran. Ready? The wheel whims as the wheel. Wow.
That's it?
Yep.
Okay.
Wow.
All right.
The wheel
So,
whims as the wheel. Wow.
right. Yeah, it does look like Owen Wilson.
It totally looks like Owen Wilson.
Trying really hard to act very seriously.
I love that cover. I really love that cover.
He needs to sleep. Get a good night's sleep. You like that cover?
Wow.
Well, because you like to do that voice.
I mean, it was Michael Whalen was the artist for this, wasn't he?
I think so.
Yeah.
I like that cover
Because
actually.
Michael Whalen does some of the other Sanderson stuff.
It's
I mean,
like-
overall, like I think just like it. I mean, Rand doesn't look like Nicolas Cage or
That's
some
improvement.
fucking goddess ripper beefcake, And then you get the full experience with Moraine and Nynaeve on the back.
Oh, wait, let me see. That's a
Yeah.
well-worn
So
book
I mean,
right there.
overall, like this, the full art. Yes, it is. This
I
is the
do like
copy
the
I had
cracks.
signed.
Very.
I had this signed by Brandon at Jordan Con, but you get the full experience of
Where
the
is
cover
that?
there.
Where's the signature?
So-
Can we see it?
Where's the signature? Well,
I'm not trying to
do.
call you out. I believe you. I just wanna say- Yeah. An ending.
Ta-da!
For Carla, an ending. Nice. That's awesome.
That was just before he was like, "Oh, let's go crash Matt Hatch's live stream," and I was like, well, "Okay." Later, and he's like, "No, you can just show me where it is now," and I was like, "All right, cool. Let's just go crash the live stream."
I saw that
It was
live.
a weird
That was
experience.
cool. That was cool. I saw that live.
Of all the things I did not expect to happen, escorting Brandon Sanderson, where I was wearing a whole ass cosplay at the time too, so I had black scleral contact lenses in, and I had a big billowy black cloak on. So it's just the cloak is billowing behind me, and here's Sanderson 6'12" of him. Yes, I know that means he's not actually 7 feet tall, but he's a very tall man. Anyway.
I didn't know that.
So Dana Lou agrees that that people have normal proportions, and that is something you think you just kind of expect.
Yeah.
No, Michael
Wait,
Whalen,
listen, my
in all
dog's
of the art I've seen him do, generally has done amazing work. I don't have any complaints about the cover of A Memory of Light. I didn't make the Owen Wilson connection, so thank you for that. I'll never be able to unsee that. But I mean, between the two, I'd go with Michael Whalen's over the mountain with the sunburst.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, so I think there are some standouts and there's some weak ones. When I was first putting them up, I wasn't as critical as I was live. So yeah, there's some really phoned in book covers, but I thought some of them were pretty outstanding also. Guys, we're going to take a break. Rob has to say goodnight as he lives in the Netherlands.
Right. Strangely enough,
Neverland.
that weird word, the Netherlands, actually is a country.
Now I get it. And I don't. Apparently, he hates the Netherlander. So
No,
I didn't mean to offend you.
How could you?
But
at
it does
this
sound like
stage
Middle
not
Earth.
possibly remember where I live.
No, I know you live in Australia. I can hear your voice. All right, everybody, let's say goodnight to Rob. All right, we're gonna take a 10-minute break.
Well, no, bring Rob back in.
No,
Well done, Rob. Well done, Rob.
Rob, tell us about your channel. What do you have coming up before you leave?
You just had a really great episode that came out about the unsung heroes of the community.
Oh, yeah, literally last night I recorded with Brett, Alan, and Gus, the veteran readers from Wheel Weaves, Wheel Takes, and Wheel Breeds podcast. Because, yeah, a lot of wheels in there. everybody, I was like, this was live in my Discord server. Everyone always listens to those and they're like, what are the first time readers saying? What have they guessed? What have they not guessed? All that sort of stuff. And no one ever talks to them. You know, they don't get their little spotlight moment. So I was like, guys, come on, let's talk about the spotlight. Let's talk about what you do to keep your first time readers spoiler free, and you know what they've guessed and gotten wrong and all that sort of stuff. And it was a lot of fun. It was really enjoyed it. So I like that. But yeah, that's nice. My next episode out. I mean, I've got some fun live streams. I've got a Star Trek one next weekend. I've got one about sword forms with Malkier's King and Way of the Heron in September. I'm working with a Wheel of Time armor. Blacksmith is the appropriate phrase there. I had to think of the word then. To do a live stream with him from his forge. So,
live from the forge.
Live from the forge.
That's next level nerdery.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on. So are you doing? Are you gonna do modern day sword forms?
No.
Very different, Dan. Very different.
Malkier's King and Way of the Heron are actually developing real life, sword forms.
They do real sword forms.
Yes. Way of the Heron actually have a kata that they've produced. Jim has put together, and I'm going to have them both on, and we're going to have a chat, and maybe, I mean, I'm not, but they might demonstrate something. I'm definitely at least going to play some video of what they're doing. So there's some epic stuff. I'm working on a couple of secret projects, but that they will come to fruition at some point, hopefully. So
exciting.
Well, I can keep a secret.
Like the secret menu at a Jamba Juice.
What did you think of that?
Really, Rob?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I know, right?
Huge. Bernie Sanders, huge. With a capital U.
Let's take that break.
Yeah, I've been waiting. All right, guys, we're gonna take a 10-minute break. We're gonna listen to the band Meat Pizza Sandwich and check out this nice intermission video I've made. I'm proud of it. I hope you guys like it.
Yeah, well done. I love it, Ryan.
All right, everyone, mute your mics.
Killer instincts with empty hands, jumping deep the dagger, open the man, feel mind opposition, finger through the prescribed line, a matter number nonetheless. I can see the emptiness in their eyes. It's not the way to voice that is satisfaction, without giving them another opportunity to cash in. Now the way to voice that is satisfaction. Not too many cheats and none of them. Killer instincts with perverse thoughts, living life in a vacuum. Who bears the cost? Feeling cold on the inside, lashing at her inappropriate times. A bitter taste at the end of the day. I can see the emptiness in their eyes. It's not a way to voice it in satisfaction, without giving them another opportunity to cash in. I'm looking for a way to voice it in satisfaction. Hey, we got two of the Jeeps and not enough Indians. Killer instincts with fistful of cash, driving deep the dagger with the chuckle in your own slash.
All right, we're going to be returning.
Well, I'm
very
capricious.
soon. How capricious are you, Dan?
I'm the champion.
His future's so bright. He's got to wear shades.
I'm wearing shades. Come on by the pool.
All right, what do you think of that? That was so much fun. Oh, don't want to do that again. All right, so we are slowly coming back. We're coming back to life. Our guests are mysteriously behind hidden cameras. We don't know what illicit things they might be doing right now. We'll let them be.
Oh, very, very mysterious.
Very mysterious. All right, well, let's...
While we're waiting, let's take care of all this necessary stuff to remind people they're not hitting the thumb enough, and they're not hitting that red bar enough. They're not hitting the bell enough. Like, subscribe, bell.
Like,
smash. Yeah, that shit. That shit. Do it.
Bell the like.
That makes us happy. Yeah.
Yep.
It makes us happy.
It
And
makes
that's our tip jar. That's our tip jar, and it doesn't cost you a thing. How's
for
that?
reals. Except maybe an annoying, like, hey, we're on live right now. Oh, we're back. We're back.
Sorry, I was having a bong hit.
It's all right. It's all right.
Y'all came back on, like, I had just put my hot coal, like, into the tray on my hookah that I've got going on here. It was the most perfect timing. Although Silchest Ruin has abandoned us, he was hanging out sleeping behind me for the past hour. He might return, but he'll be in full gremlin mode. So,
okay,
we'll
did that band wake him up? He's like, oh, I hate this music.
No,
I'm out of here.
it was playing through my headphones. He probably still heard it because he's a cat, not a person. But I think he just saw that I was walking around and was like, oh, so it's time for you to pay attention to me now. Is that what you're saying?
That's okay. Percy ran into the room. He's hiding under the bed right now, but he might come up and say hi. So.
Well, you do get bonus points for cats and pulling things out of your shirt.
It's the food pocket.
Did not expect that. All right.
I do have to say, we talked about this before. Like, I do sometimes forget though that like other people don't keep their shit like in their bra. And so I'll just, whip my phone out of there. And someone's like, oh, because you were keeping your phone in there. Like, yeah, I don't have pockets because I'm a woman.
You know what? There's not only do I not understand the lack of pockets in lots of women's clothing, I especially do not understand the fake pocket that looks like there should be a pocket, but it's also
fake pocket.
What?
That's a Colossal Clothing cock tease, and it's bullshit. When I found out they have
Colossal Clothing cock tease, yep,
yeah.
CCCT.
No, when I found out that they have finally, and this was like 5 years ago, they finally started making stretch jeans for men, my life changed completely because I finally had pants that could fit with pockets that I could shove all my shit in, and it's wonderful. So,
beautiful.
Yeah, it's
like I like to wear leggings and like skater dresses and just anything that is like the bare minimum of like, yeah, sure, I look put together enough, right? There's also it's comfortable, right? I need nice, stretchy, comfortable awesomeness. So I fucking love this thing because it stretches like, from here to the end of the week. So awesome, but ain't got no pockets.
They make stretch pants now specifically with pockets for your cell phone.
Oh yeah, they're the pop fit stuff, whatever the hell.
I think that's what it's called. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, not that they're the only ones. Like, I mean, I could go to Target right now and probably find a pair of workout leggings that have the things in them. But like those ones are always like they're just not quite stretchy enough. I want to forget that I'm wearing my leggings. That's how stretchy I want them to be.
That seems right.
All right, so Kev, fake pockets are Colossal Clothing cock tease, which is really like Sally sells seashells by the seashore. You are an oral pro. I've heard.
I've heard that too.
Yeah, and but I wanna focus on Dan there. Dan, you
not just dick jokes.
You're all about like fake pockets, but you have fake shoulders, Dan, which is, I'm so disturbed by your shoulder action right here. Can you please explain? You look like a like one of those dragon lizards. When you get scared, your wings puff up.
Looks like he's wearing pauldrons, flesh-colored pauldrons.
They're fleshy pauldrons. All right.
Yeah, fleshy pauldrons.
That's amazing.
I did get the armament right, didn't I? That's where pauldrons go.
I just trusted you. It could either be a cup
Somebody
or on
tell
the
me I'm
shoulder.
right.
I'm not sure. It could be the cup. No, of course, no body shaming. You're right, Kev. You're right. No body shaming. I'm more just. I don't want Dan to be such a huge hypocrite.
Yes, I was right. Google has vindicated me.
All right. So.
Anyway.
A long-held tradition for Tavern Talk is for us to invite our friend Floaty to come in for a 10-minute Time to Float segment where he gives us his thoughts on where we are at in our first-time reader show, the LeafCast. So it's kind of a tie-in show we have here, and let's bring in our friend Floaty.
Yeah, I don't like to brag, and I don't like to gloat. But Ryan, bring in our friend. It's time to float. Let's do it.
All right.
And he lived happily ever after.
Or I should say they called at the end.
What's up, my man?
Let's give Floaty some music here.
Hello, my friend. How are you? Long time to see.
Y'all?
We are doing great, Floaty. It's good to see you as well. Welcome to Season 3 of Tavern Talk.
Thank you.
Are you ready to give us your thoughts on chapters... What are we on, Dan?
2, 3, and 4?
Well, pretty much from the prologue to 5.
Yeah, you could give us any thoughts you have on the prologue all the way up to chapter 4.
Shit. Then I'm not prepared.
No, he can go all the way.
We're not throwing you curveballs. Whatever you got prepared, we want to hear it, buddy.
Okay,
what's your first thing on your list there?
Here. Oh, one of my theories I just absolutely love from chapter 2 was, you remember how they bring Leia to the camp, right? At first I was like, will she be turned into an assassin and kill somebody, or will somebody kill her, sort of thing? And I realized, yeah, that's not completely true, but it was fun to think about.
Okay, yeah. First, you didn't know what was going on with Leia. You thought she might actually be not a tinker. She might be someone in disguise.
Well, I thought she was a tinker, but I was like, going back to what Men said,
like a
tinker. It could have not been her blood. It could have been someone else perhaps.
Oh, it could have been someone else's. Dan, that's a great idea. Dan,
and I was
Dan, you're not getting this.
That's not going to work.
Dan thought the blood on Leia's face could have been someone else's blood, and that was actually
the... killed.
Yeah, that's a great take. I love that.
Though. Thank you.
But it turns out she dies.
Yeah, I was honestly kind of glad she died. I was like, we don't need her. We're good enough without her, basically.
Well, okay, if someone's got to die, let's let it be Leia.
Let it be her, the tinker.
Well, what did you think about how she went out? She totally dove on the Myrddraal's feet to try and save Perrin,
Pretty
right?
much.
That was badass.
Yeah.
But then the Myrddraal just offhandedly, you're out.
And then I was also like, going back to Men, I was like, okay, she had so much characterization since she leading the end. And I was like, okay, she's had numerous times to leave, but she didn't. But then going back to the 3 Tavern, she's probably not so much used to being around them all the time, since she was part of a inn most of her life.
Okay.
And and then Loyal comforts her like he always does.
Yes, yeah.
Well, let's talk a little bit more about Men. We learned in these chapters that she more or less has been seeing these visions her entire life.
Right.
when she was like 6 or 7, she started to think, hey, I should start warning people, and no one really believed her, or it just didn't turn out well. But this is when she was 6 or 7 is when she decided to start like sharing this with people. She also at some point said all the happy things seem to have gone, indicating that there might have been happy visions in the past. What do you think her existence was like as a little kid? Do you think she ever was she always seeing these visions, do you think, even as like a teeny little baby?
I'm probably thinking so, since it talks about that. I don't remember where, but it talked about her seeing it like she was a little child.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, why? Of course she's been seeing this, tormented by it all her life, since a child.
And Morgan, a master of the deck, you can jump in here too, Dan as well. I mean, so we have a child that is seeing these visions.
So you have someone who can see things, but like either people don't believe her, or the things happen and then they think it's her fault. So you know, especially as a kid or as an adolescent, especially like how do you like grow up and try to like date people or like even have sex with someone when you can like see random things about them? It's like that's really like that she is as like badass as she is. Is freaking testament to her character.
Yeah,
it also explains some of the flawed elements of her as well.
Exactly. And then going.
Sorry.
No,
sorry.
It was just giving me a tap or sound button. I was like, what the fuck is happening? And I was like, everything's fine. It just disappeared.
We'll get to that.
And then going back
to
what Master of the Deck was saying, I agree that she's had a hard time. And I'm like, this explains exactly why she's never gotten a guy.
Yeah. Well, she said she prefers
we don't really
men.
know that, right? Do we know that she's never had a boyfriend before?
As of right now, it's not been mentioned.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
But she did. But she did say she prefers older men.
Nor would they probably want to date her, since she can, see what's gonna happen to them, and I don't think they would want her bringing that up.
Yep.
All the time, be like, "Oh yeah, you're gonna die." When I tell you you're gonna die, basically.
What percentage of people do you think that she encounters know about this skill? I think it's only like a handful or two.
I would agree. I would.
So yeah, you think then you're like
stop saying something. She stopped saying things after a certain age, and I don't think that people like it wasn't like that. She wasn't describing like, oh, I see these symbols around your head, and it means blah is going to happen. So she's probably still got a reputation as like a weirdo, like where she grew up. But after that, she definitely keeps it on the down low. She doesn't want people like knowing that she knows things.
Do we have any idea how?
At some point, she's like can't help it, and then she tells them anyways, even though like parents like don't tell me anymore, and then she tells them anyways because she just can.
Do you? How do we find out that she has this talent? Was it Moraine who sussed it out first? And do we right? Isn't it that like Moraine was kind of talking to her, and so Moraine sees that Moraine keeps talking to her?
Yeah, in the Eye of the World, when they're in Valon, I forget the name of the inn because I'm not playing trivia right now. Morgan.
Yeah, the Devil's okay, yeah. I thought I was like, yep, that's the wrong one.
The Cat o' Nine Tails.
There's like a horse.
The Stag and Lion.
Stag and Lion. There we go. The Dancing Cartman is in Four Kings. Anyway, I got that right, didn't I?
Yeah.
Okay, look at me. I'm on a fucking roll. So yeah, when Moraine like talks to her, she's at the inn, the Four King, the Stag and Lion, and then that's when like Min tells them about like the the bright sparks and is all acts kind of like weird around Rand and stuff.
Right. Yeah.
And Rand's like, who's this chick?
So I mean, like we don't know how it happens, but do we think that Moraine somehow sees the talent somehow, or just hears rumors about her and then like hones in on her?
Min specifically says to Rand that she has talked to other Aes Sedai, so Moraine heard it from other people. We don't know who those Aes Sedai are.
Okay. You're right. Okay, you're right.
And she was known as Alice there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
And she's like Mistress Alice, wink, wink.
Right.
Okay,
right.
yeah. So
Floaty, you're doing great. Floaty, and you look great. Your haircut, you look smashing right now.
And y'all, I was just gonna
you got tan.
a pain in the ass, so I was like, you know what? Let's go the phone route since it's never an issue. So here we are.
That's cool. It's working.
I think you look good. You look good, Ryan.
And then
he does look good.
I think we should. I mean, if you actually downshot it, it'd be even better. What's up? Go on, start over.
Touch bases on the dreams Perrin had.
Ooh, nice
and what
segue.
Let's do it.
Okay, so that was the one where they saw the. What were the dreams again? Please refresh me.
He has a dream where he talks to a man. The man offers him some wine. He says no.
Oh yes.
He then jumps to a dream with a beautiful woman. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Also known as Lanfair.
They both offer him a drink. What do you think that drink was? That blood red wine that they were offering him. And all y'all can answer without being spoiler.
I was very confused, but then after reading more about Lanfair, who's who I'm presuming that is, obviously, I'm assuming they were tasked by the Dark One to like invade his dreams or whatever, and then get him to drink the wine or whatever. That might have been like an agent to basically convince him to join the Shadow, maybe? I don't know.
So do you think that...
You're kind of onto it. Oh, no, go ahead.
Do you think that if someone can be tricked into joining the Shadow just by drinking a drink?
I mean, it's the Dark One. Anything can happen at this point.
Okay, right on. Yeah, good point.
Like,
Go ahead, Caleb.
Do you think that this drink is something that they could have in real life?
Probably, yeah. Or
and would it have the same effect?
It could have been something that might have been able to happen in the future. That may, perhaps.
Future. Okay. So, do you think this dream world has something to do with time?
I think so. Yeah.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Kayla, you were going to say something.
Oh, sorry. Go on.
There was an element in the Eye of the World when Moraine was warning the boys about their dreams or something. But she was there was a warning not to like accept like food or drink from. It was almost like an ode to that sort of Arthurian element with the she. In the Fae, that you can't like accept food or drink because it obligates you in some way. I don't necessarily know that like is still the case, but like when this part happened, it made me think of that, and it's sort of like where it's like red flag, don't take the drink.
Mm-hmm.
Don't take it.
Like
now
let me ask you, and I'll ask you, Dan. Do you think that all three Tavern had these same dreams where they're offered wine? And an addendum to that question, do you think that anyone actually accepted?
I mean, I think up to this point in the books, I think they all had the dream.
They all had it?
I think so.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well,
what do you think, Morgan?
We know Perrin and Rand had this.
How far are we going for spoilers?
Nothing past here. Nothing past here.
Okay, well then I can't answer that question.
All right.
Well, we do know what happened in the Eye of the World. I mean, a very similar dream happened in the Eye of the World.
But Dan specifically wanted to know,
is it just
we
me
think
that's
that
hearing everybody being able to
I scratched the question. It was
on my end.
I'm
No,
hearing.
you're fine.
We lost you for a second. Floaty, can you try again?
I'm just gonna rejoin.
Okay. All right. Now they just gone. All right. Let's talk spoilers. No, but Eye of the World has a very similar dream, and it's my memory that Perrin and Rand talk about it, and then they asked Rand and Matt's like didn't want to answer the question about whether he drank the wine. That's
he never asked if they drank the wine. He just asked if they killed a rat. And
Okay.
so, but there
He's
is
back.
wine.
Okay, good point. Yeah, okay, all right.
Oh, sorry.
Dan, you doing some production there?
Yeah, man. I was trying to help.
So again, Kev, you're right. Don't accept drinks from strangers unless you are wasted at a bar and you have no money.
Unless
Right.
they are active.
That seems like the worst time to accept a drink from a stranger. Like, yeah, I'm totally shit-faced. Let's grab this.
Yes.
All right, bye,
In
Glenn.
fact, going back on
See you, Glenn.
what Matthew
See you on the
said,
moon.
I made that exact same connection that you were talking about, and I was like, yeah, he made the right choice.
Don't drink the wine. Yeah.
It's one of those, like,
what do
don't
you
do
think?
it, Jonathan. Don't do it.
So,
Right.
Floaty, those dreams, there were two dudes talking on a bridge. The woman that he had seen kind of went and hid off into the shadows, and he's watching these two men argue, and suddenly there is a big fireball that he ducked behind a thing and, almost got all burnt to a crisp, right?
Right.
Any idea what's going on with that bridge?
What was that?
Any idea? So it says there was a man suddenly appeared, tall and dark and slender, the silver of his black hair giving him a distinguished look. Another man started. He had black stripes down his puffy sleeves. He had close cropped hair as white as his lace. They kind of get into some kind of argument, and it says, quote, one instant a storm of flame pummeled him, the next utter stillness. This is where Perrin is getting, like, blasted by a fireball. Any idea who these people are or what the heck's going on here? Flotilla?
All right, so we lost Floaty. Let's.
It's all right. All right. Well, we love him. He has a blog. He'll be on next week. That's a bummer, but that's okay.
It happens.
Let's move
Technology,
on.
things work, and then sometimes they don't work.
So
You
yeah,
don't change
technology is my
anything,
bummer.
and it fucking sucks.
All right. Yes.
All right,
well,
we love you, Floody. We're gonna move on. Let's move on, Ryan. Let's do replace poop with prophecy.
Let's replace poop with prophecy.
Prophecy.
All right, so guys, it's a game
boy.
of Truth in the Nation. We take a prophecy of the light or the dark one, and we replace the word with poop. And y'all need to try to replace poop with the actual prophecy. It's pretty easy. Pretty easy game.
I'm absolutely
to
going to
understand.
lose this game.
It's not an easy game. It's an easy game to understand. Are we ready? Ryan, do we have a card or something for this?
Nope.
All right.
Sorry, buddy.
I'm actually going to pick from the prophecies that Varen finds. Yeah, this should be pretty easy. This is what Varen finds in the cells of Baldara. Okay, guys, replace poop with prophecy. The ancient war she yet fights, her new poop she seeks. Who shall serve her and die, yet serves still. Once again, the ancient war she still fights, her new poop she seeks. Who shall serve her and die, yet serves still. Dan, Replace poop with prophecy.
Her new warrior.
Her new warrior! Okay. Kayla, Master of the Dead. My good friend.
What's the word that comes after poop? Can you tell me that? Her new poop, she what?
She seeks. S-E-E-K-S. As if searching.
Champion.
Warrior. Champion. Ryan, do you have a guess? Because I think Morgan made notes. I'm picking her last.
Yeah, obviously. This is just not fair.
All right,
Ryan.
Go. I've been doing a million other things. Go on, repeat it one more time. I'm ready to. I've never played before. I'm nervous. Oh shit.
The ancient war she still fights. Her new poop she seeks. Who shall serve her and die, yet serve still.
Her new battle.
Replace. All right, Pat. All right, so we have
battle.
Warrior. What was it? Champion and battle. Morgan, replace poop with prophecy.
Lover.
Motherfucker. Motherfucker. Yeah, I know it. Well done. Her new lover she seeks. Who shall serve her and die. All right, so you know what? These ones might be too easy, so I'm actually switching to.
Yeah, you should be like her new lover. She poops, and so she
easy for one of us.
All right, Morden. We're doing the Towers of Midnight now. Prophecies.
Oh man,
that Morden
I haven't read that in like 3 years.
All right, here we go.
Poop with prophecy.
Lo, it shall come upon the world that the prison of the greatest one shall grow weak, like the poop of those who crafted it. Once again, lo, it shall come upon the world that the prison of the greatest one shall grow weak, like the poop of those who crafted it. We're going to start with you this time, Master of the Deck. Replace poop with prophecy.
Souls.
Soul?
Souls, plural.
Okay, souls. Ryan?
Replace the. One more time.
Lo, it shall come upon the world that the prison of the greatest one shall grow weak, like the poop of those who crafted it.
The will.
The will. Morgan.
Hearts?
Replace poop with prophecy. Hearts? Dan.
I'd say weakness.
The prophecy is, lo, it shall come upon the world that the prison of the greatest one shall grow weak, like the limbs of those who crafted it.
You know, my first thought was to say bones, but, limbs. There you go.
Okay. All right. I'm going right on. Straight next sentence. Once again, his glorious poop shall smother the pattern of all things. Once again, his glorious poop shall smother the pattern of all things. Ryan.
His shadow.
Okay. His glorious shadow. Very good. Morgan.
Darkness?
Darkness. Okay. Dan.
Actions.
Actions. His glorious actions. And Master of the Deck.
I mean, I was going to say darkness, but Morgan said darkness, so I'm going to say hand.
Hand. The actual prophecy here is, once again, his glorious cloak shall smother the pattern of all things.
Poop!
All right.
So yeah, if you get it wrong, you gotta go poop!
All right, one more. One or two more. All right. Quote, the rebellious nation shall be laid barren, their children caused to poop. Once again, The rebellion. I'm trying to integrate it. The rebellious nation shall be laid barren, their children caused to poop. We will start with you, Dan.
Whale.
Whale. We will now go to Kayla, Master of the Deck.
Weep.
Weep. Hermano.
To suffer.
Suffer. And finally, Morganita.
God. I was gonna do both whale and weep.
But not suffer?
Suffer was my first instinct. Which is kind of on brand.
You can choose what someone chose. It's fine with me.
I know, yeah, like you could both be right. We're keeping score.
Perish.
Whoever...
How about perish?
Okay. Quote.
Guys, whoever scores the worst is gonna get kicked off the island.
The rebellious nation shall be laid barren, their children caused to weep.
Oh!
Yeah, we got one.
All right.
There we go.
So I was reading the chat, and Dana Lewis said "weep" very quickly, and I was like, "Fuck! I can't say weep. I just read that."
All right, I'll do one more.
I mean, weep is a very prophecy word, you know,
Yeah.
like weep for your salvation, etc.
I like Match Dagger's scream, which is the pre-poop. Ah! Poop.
One more. One more.
Five more, Dan. I'm having a great time. This is amazing.
It's probably. I got a whole bunch, man. I got a whole.
All right, one more.
All do at least one. All right. I got one. Hold on. All right. Hold on. And then, all right, quote. Yeah, do my arm. And then shall the Lord of the evening come, and he shall take our poop, for our souls shall bow. All right, fuck it. All right, let me do it again. And then shall the Lord of the evening come, and he shall take our poop, for our souls shall bow before him. And he shall take our poop, for our souls shall bow before him. Let us start with... Yeah, let's start with you, Ryan.
Bodies.
Okay. Let's take our bodies.
I'm not got one right.
Morgan.
I'm really
Hearts?
trying though.
Hearts.
Farts.
All right. Daniel. Wills.
And kind of an awkward,
Kayla.
prophetic, weeping.
Flesh.
Ooh, flesh. Okay.
Guys, the poop gotcha. And then shall the Lord of the evening come, and he shall take our eyes.
Oh,
our
fuck.
souls shall bow before
Ah,
him.
Sightblinder. That motherfucker.
Fucker.
Guys, that was replace poop with prophecy.
Oh, thank you so much, Dan.
Hey, look, Morgan got one. Sorry, Morgan's this way. Morgan got one.
I don't think
and
I got
one. So, no, you got the first one.
Oh, the first one, yeah. I didn't get any of this one.
Do we need a tiebreaker?
I mean, this is going to be one of those tiebreakers where it's like, I mean, we could both lose until you run out.
Let's go. Tiebreaker. I'm not guessing. You too.
Oh, no.
All right. Let the screams begin, O followers of the shadow. Beg for your poop.
Destruction.
Let the screams begin, O followers of the shadow. Beg for your poop.
It's beg for your... It's beg? That's what it is? Beg for your poop?
Beg for your poop.
Beg for your poop.
Beg for your deliverance. I don't fucking know.
Morgan wins. It was beg for your
Obviously.
Destruction.
Well done. All right, but it
It's like
doesn't
you get
matter.
to beg for
You
your
guys are all
destruction
winners.
and weep for your salvation.
Guys, it's the friends along the way we've made that's the true prize, right?
You know, I could have won that one if I just said what she said. I was just gonna gone the whole time.
What she said. Yeah. Poop.
All right, well done, Ryan. I love it. Or well done, Dan. I guess Ryan didn't have anything to do with it.
No, I just got the poop emoji at the last second.
That
All right,
was well done.
Dan, your shoulders. Remind me of this.
Yep. Boy, you look in that mouth, you can see all the way to New Jersey.
Brother Dan, Professor Dan, if you get your fingers in there, you might have to wash. Like, I don't think he's clean under there for a while. Who knows what's
My
kind of...
friends tell me hepatitis.
He might have some
We're gonna
serious...
like up the rating of the show if this continues.
Oh, well, shoulder smegma? Yeah, like we're gonna ride the wave of shoulder smegma into stardom.
I'm a tight team master right now.
Things that I never needed to hear. And
all right, let's talk book shit. All right.
I mean, what were we just doing that? I mean,
yeah, we were doing that with men and stuff. Hey, do you want to do thank you, internet?
Definitely way more literal than I was thinking. Book stuff. All right, men. Let's talk about that girl. End of book 2, she gets visited by Lanfear. And then in this chapter, she says to Perrin, if you see the most beautiful woman in the world, run. Is that the only mention we hear of that visitation for the rest of the series?
Yes.
Why is that?
Outside of
I don't
Perrin
fucking know.
thinking about it, yeah.
Why the fuck? Why? What is this? And is this a huge mistake, or is this on purpose? Because at first I thought it was a mistake, and then, you know, in this reread, she brings it up to Perrin in the next book, so he's still thinking, Robert Jordan's still thinking about it, but yet she keeps it a secret.
Does she, though? I
don't know.
figure that she probably told Moraine about it, but Moraine would never tell anybody else.
What? But, okay, now that's where it gets weird, because, like, I feel like we're just filling in the blanks. Like, we have no evidence of it, we have no suppositions or hints that you could point to reference that. Can you, or can you? I mean, like, I kind of assume she told Rand, but then, on second thought, I don't know. Why would I assume that?
Well, I mean, that's one of the things that I kind of love about the books is that there's so much left for, you know, interpretation, or you have to fill in the blanks for so many things that go on. And particularly with this book, because you have 4 months between the end of the last one and the beginning of this one. So you kind of have to tell yourself a good bit of the story about, like, interpersonal relationships between people, the degradation of Rand's mental health, what the fuck is going on with Perrin, like, all of that kind of stuff. And so, yeah, I could see Min being too traumatized to tell anyone, because that was terrifying, or else just telling Moraine about it, because she has a better relationship with Moraine than almost anyone among the younger people or the non-Aes Sedai people, and then Moraine would never tell anybody else because she never tells anybody anything.
True that.
Here's a question. In the realm of wild speculation, I feel like Min probably would have mentioned it, so it's not likely, but do you think that Min saw anything about Lanfear?
Oh, did she read Lanfear? Oh.
You would think.
Because normally, like, at least it seems that she more often sees things with Aes Sedai and people who can channel. And obviously Lanfear would pretty much fucking count for that. But I can't recall, like, over the rest of the series of other, like she definitely sees the Shiva when he's around, and I don't remember if she sees anything about him, for example. But, I mean, that could just be another reason that she either doesn't tell anybody or only tells Moraine.
Most of the time she doesn't understand what she sees, though, so she could be seeing all kinds of just random images or an aura that means this woman's bad news, or...
Alright, remind me, she's hanging up... Is she with Rand in the Iowase at all with Asmodean?
No.
Okay. So she could never have the opportunity to have read Asmodean as the Gleeman? Okay. What's the name he was playing as?
Jason Natale.
Jason Natale.
That's a great name. That's such a great name. Alright, anyways. Way cooler than Asmodean.
I mean, I grew up reading Redwall, right? And if you recall, in Redwall, the secondary villain is a big old snake named Asmodeus. And so I, reading The Wheel of Time, saw Asmodean, and I immediately just thought of, like, mice and moles and lots of talk about food, and then a big old snake.
What do you think that snake is? What do you think his name is? Is the snake the creator, or is it just an avatar of the whole process?
I thought his name was Ouroboros.
Ouroboros, yeah. Ouroboros.
Al Boris.
Bless you.
Al.
Thank you.
Way to do that off camera. Thank you, Professor Dan.
Alright, so Ryan, if you don't mind, let's go ahead and jump into the thank you internet. I've been scouring the internet for the bestest of memes.
Dan, I never mind when you want to do thank you internet.
Yeah, I gotta get back to a party that was kind of thrown for us. So let me get this thing. Let's do thank you internet. Oh, I hear that. Familiar. Okay, hold on. God damn it. Yeah. Yes. Vince, do it.
Yeah. Way to hot jump that to the segment.
Flawless execution.
And not be anywhere near ready to do it, dude.
I know.
Well, I understand. You don't have opposable thumbs. Your fingers are not even separated. You kind of have to fold your hand like a taco just to hit one key on the keyboard.
All right, I'm ready.
All right.
No.
And
all right. So we have Lan here saying, "Go back. I'm going to Tarwin's Gap alone." And literally every Borderlander are saying, "Yeah, of course you are, and I'm coming with you." Thank you, internet. Kaboom.
Always appreciate
All right,
my
Matt.
family.
All right, Matt, Prince of Ravens. Okay. Rand, Dragon Reborn. Thank you, internet.
Thank you, internet. Wow, that's great.
This is Mashadar here. If you take a good look here.
Okay, I do see it. I see it.
The tendrils of smoke. So this is what it looks like. Yeah. Anyways,
can you scoot that
Reminds
in
me
there?
that doesn't the fog in like San Francisco have a name? Isn't it like Kyle or something?
Kyle.
I think that's what it is.
You know what? I wrote a poem and I described the fog rolling in over San Francisco as tiny cat paws. All right, moving on.
Thank you, Ryan. All right, so this is Rand saying, "Watch for any student who learns too fast. One of the Forsaken might try to slip in." Here's Tim, and here's also Tim.
Do I get it? I don't get it. Thank you, internet, for confusing me.
Well, tell me if you get this one right.
You need that.
Yes.
Right hard.
Thank you,
Internet. All right, so if you read this guy's story, this guy, he touched an enemy without killing him, took an enemy's weapon, led a successive war party, and stole 50 horses. So this guy made some Guy Shan here.
Oh, that's amazing.
Right? He did the IO shit.
Well, I mean,
well,
like,
if you touch an enemy...
Well, I mean, like, hey, we don't know how he touched the enemy. Bada bing, bada boom! Thank you, Internet!
Oh, yeah, thank you, Internet.
Fuck you, Dan.
It's the rugby tackle.
Fuck yeah.
I love this. Yes! That's great! Yeah, zoom that shit in, Dan. Nice.
Fuck yeah.
Oh, that's
Look at the hand on the
brilliant!
face. Yeah.
The rugby tackle!
Alright, thank you, Internet.
Nope, you gotta be right. Okay.
Alright, so here's Nynaeve poking Logain around to figure out gently. Logain gets healed. Nynaeve
Oh, shit.
is shocked.
I love the idea of Nynaeve as Tony Stark here as well, because it's just like there are a number of ways that just fucking jives, and I love it.
That's great. Alright, thank you, Internet!
Thank you, Internet. Alright. Alright, I'll just leave that. The Icy Die do one magic trick. The White Cloak. Wanna burn the witch.
Wow.
This is like Frollo witchcraft.
Alright, take your time with that, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Internet!
Thank you, Internet.
Alright.
Alright, here's just main hand talk. There you go. I don't know, I thought it was funny because main hand talk was, alright, penis. Alright, thank you, Internet.
Whoa, what? That sounds like witch in here.
This is every time White Cloak enters Valon. It smells like witch in here.
It's like the DMV to them. Alright, thank you, Internet!
Well, yeah, that's a meme. Alright, here's Barrelane smiles at Perrin. Miles, what are you doing, it's my swamp? Yeah, alright, thank you, Internet.
Thank you, Internet!
And there's multiple unique characters that are all very distinct from each other. The characters?
Oh no! Yes! Yes! Every first time reader is sorry. We're sorry. We're sorry, not sorry. Sorry, not sorry. Thank you, Internet. That's brilliant. Hey, Dan, read all those names.
Yeah.
Who, me, Dan, or
No, Dan,
Professor Dan?
Dan Baker. Just read them.
Sierra, Sarah-Lee, Serenia, Serene, Sayin.
Nice. Well done.
Right.
Thank you, Internet.
Thank you, Internet. Alright, here's Rand circling a battle again. And the Ilyana train destroys all.
I hope that's not a real picture. Thank you, Internet. Why are we? That's like, why are we making a joke out of that? That's a bust.
Alright.
Yeah.
Catch Wayne enters the picture.
I think I will cause problems on purpose.
Hello!
Laugh, angry man!
Thank you, Internet!
Thank you, Internet. Alright, let me zoom in here. This is... Nynaeve and Elaine are searching for a way to escape unseen. Valon and Luca, to your future career in the circus.
That's great.
That's wonderful.
Thank you, Internet!
Alright, so I don't know if you know this meme, but stop force. This baby
Hey, that's like the cover for The Great Hunt.
No, I know, I was gonna say. Or like
Oh,
Book 9,
no.
the other one that's just like
Art
it.
and leathery. They are the
Wow.
only trees that exist. Yeah. So there we go. I thought that was funny. All right, let's zoom in here. This is Matt crashing into everything he says he
Says
does not want.
Yes, that is Matt's
there's
story.
Matt.
Yes, he's a beached whale.
Beached. All right, boom.
Oh, I
Alright.
fucking hate this Drake one. Just because I hate him.
Oh, the Drake ones are great.
Well, I
they're
can
great.
see the top. What's the top?
All right, it's what Morgage wants from a man: a fun personality, mastery of domestic politics, nah. Devotion and loyalty to the throne, nah. Well-turned calves, hell yeah! Look how happy Drake is. Yeah, baby.
You know, I can only assume from this meme that Robin does not have well-turned calves, which is why he had to compel her.
Yes.
That's a good point. All he had to do is do some activations.
Man's got
Activation
cankles or
calves.
chicken legs.
All right.
Do some activations. Kishore.
Keith Moran.
Oh no!
All right, thank you, Internet. I'm gonna stay there for a second.
Let's just look at Kishore.
All right.
All right.
I didn't get that one because I'm apparently a fucking Philistine.
Oh, there's a dish called quiche Lorraine.
Yeah, I figured, but like I didn't
know.
know that ahead of time, so it was like, oh, okay, I get it, I guess.
And then there's a B-52 song called Quiche Lorraine, which is really great.
Quiche Lorraine.
Quiche Lorraine.
All right. So here is Perrin. My neighbor Brand's dog. He's a pain in the asshole. I sleep and sees future. He sleeps and sees future. I can turn into wolf. He can turn into wolf. I can walk, which he cannot afford. Great success. I don't know. Fuck it. All right. Here's an Olympic meme. I don't know if you guys saw the Olympics, where this horse wasn't behaving.
No.
Yes. Well, they ended up punching the horse. Did you hear this?
They ended up what?
Yeah. They punched. So the coach of the equestrian team punched the horse.
Wait, no, I'm not, dude. I'm not in. He punched a horse?
Yeah, no, never mind. All right. Dun,
dun, dun.
And Perrin's like, whoever catches the fish cleans it. Maureen gives him the rock eye. He's like, you say so. Alright, thank you, Internet. Yep.
That checks out.
Yep, that's pretty much most of the books. Alright. Alright, this is a stubborn Two Rivers nail.
Oh.
Yep. Two Rivers. Hey, you can't pull a nail. If he wants to stay there, it's gonna stay there. All right, we're almost done here. All right, here's the best place for tobacco and wool. Two Rivers.
Is that Two Rivers, Wisconsin? Or is there another Two Rivers that I don't know about?
Just sitting your store at the Forks. It's on the sign. I don't know.
Huh.
And this might be the alright, you read a book and really like it. Vince McMahon. You find an audiobook version. Oh yeah! You get it for free from the library. Oh boy. The reader has a fantastic voice. Oh my goodness. They pronounce the name differently. Damn it.
Yeah.
Mood.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Boo.
I like the top one where he's like, Oh, like, yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. All right.
All right.
All right, here's another Drake one, right?
Yeah, my
Why
favorite.
isn't it always kissing me, walking in on me in the bath, sitting in my lap and cuddling everything? Must be one of her classic pranks. There you go.
All right.
Almost. Thank you. And last one. Varen says, that dress you are wearing is green. Agwin says, what? What in the goddamn fuck?
Okay.
There you go.
All right. Beautiful.
Guys.
Thank you,
So
Internet.
beautiful.
Oh, my goodness.
All right.
Woo! Let's get back to it. Dan.
It's getting cold out here without a shirt on. It was awesome when the sun was out. Now my nips are all stiff. My nips are stiff. I said that, yeah?
I heard that.
I see no evidence of that.
No, they're in.
There's
They're
not a
in.
lot.
I have innies. They hurt. They hurt my ribs when they get stiff. I get cold. They poke in my ribs.
Professor Dan, it's great
Yeah,
to see you. The last time I seen you, you had wild, like Einstein-like hair. It's good to see you getting down, looking more Republican.
Damn, why are you gonna be mean?
I tell you, I need a friend.
Damn.
We love Dan.
Fired.
Professor Dan and Brother Dan and I, we used to jam a long time ago. When the first jamming opportunities I had as a bass player was with this motherfucker. He is an amazing musician.
The best musician I've ever known is this man right here.
Yeah. Hopefully we'll get you on soon, Professor Dan. Will you come on to the show under better circumstances?
What do you mean?
Like with
Better than this.
You won't be distracted by a puppet molesting you. You won't be yeah. This is not okay. What's going on here?
We are cutting the stream.
All right.
Yeah.
You guys got to go to a party.
Yep. Hey, Morgan, Master of the Deck, my good friend Dan, thank you for joining us. This has been fun. I've had a lot of fun. I don't know if you guys have. I've had a lot of fun.
I always have a lot of fun when I'm hanging out with you. Morgan's one of my favorite people. Love hanging out with her.
Aww. And Morgan just released new episodes of your podcast. You have been more prolific lately, and I've been proud of you. You're getting that output going. You're getting it.
I mean, yeah.
You're in the grind.
I've been pretty good. I just actually put out my last episode for The Dragon Reborn, so now I'm on hiatus. Doing my reading of The Shadow Rising and my multiple episode note taking, trying to figure out what episodes I want to do and how many I'm gonna, get out of it. And yeah, I don't know. I'll be off for about 6 weeks probably, so potentially.
I'm also reading The Shadow Rising right now.
No.
And that'll give people a chance to catch up because Morgan's podcast is one of the more thoughtful, really insightful podcasts you can get. Not only is her insights well, but I mean her personality really comes through and you get to know her a bit. I think, what are you on, like, you've done like maybe 30 now? Or
I just published 26.
Okay, yeah, so you're killing it. And guys, go listen to it. For reals, it's one of my favorites. No lie.
No lie. The only podcast I've listened to twice because I missed some shit. All right.
What else?
Dan?
What else? What else?
Well, and Master of the Deck. Where can people find people? I basically Twitter, right? Are you? And what else?
Yeah. I am on Twitter as @PanMalatham, where I currently I'm rereading The Wheel of Time because that was something I planned to do this year. I'm on The Shadow Rising. I'm not super great at doing like live tweets of threads, mostly because I listen on audiobooks, and sometimes that happens like in the shower or in the car, and I can't stop to like, tweet my feelings out. But, there have been several times where I've been like, listening at like 3 a.m, and I have a lot of feelings about Rand and whatnot, and I tend to sort of just spew those out into the ether. So if you're interested in hearing me have a sad and horny takes about the Wheel of Time, find me on Twitter. I'm a moderator at the Dusty Wheel. Always love to drive some people that way. I'll catch you in the chat there or in the voice chats afterwards on Discord. Other than that, I'm a fanfic writer, and you can find that link on my Twitter bio as well, if fanfic is a thing that you enjoy. It's usually sad and or horny. Gotta keep it on brand.
Sorny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why not both?
Why not both?
Yeah, why not both? And then, yay! Guys, thank you very much. This has been fun. You guys enjoy your week. I'm proud of you. I love you. Go be good humans. I throw kisses like I'm fertilizing a lawn, like that little spreader that just spread those pellets. That's what my kisses are. They're just spreading in an 8-foot radius. Yeah.
Okay, love pellets.
Poop for your salvation, Dan.
Beg for your poop.
Beg for your poop.
For your poop.
Beg for your poop.